I'm going to tell this story. I should tell this story. I'll tell it at Starland. You like the way I snuck that plug in?
Ah, nice.
Saturday night outside.
Starland Ballroom.
At the show.
Sayreville, New Jersey, Saturday night.
So I'm telling you, it's more than... Here's when Guns N' Roses went down. When Metallica and Guns N' Roses toured together. Do you remember that big tour?
Yeah.
Now, I don't even...
What year was that, by the way? I'm sorry, just for a reference point.
I'm going to say it was right... I'm going to say it was 1980... I'm going to say it was like 89, 90.
Yeah?
You can probably Google that.
Okay.
Just with somebody. Is that when Hetfield had the fire incident there on his arm?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's 20 years ago already? More than 20 years?
Get the fuck out of here.
Nah.
I hate hearing that.
Yes, well...
I think you're right, though.
No, but here, check this out. Yeah, it was easy 20 years ago. But here's the thing.
Jesus.
You had Clash of the Titan egos.
Yes.
Now, Metallica's represents the non-ego. We come from the streets. We bring straight up metal. We come to kick your ass, smash you in your face. Welcome to the jungle. What's his name?
Axl Rose, Guns N' Roses.
Fatso Rose now. Axl Rose, brilliant at what he does. However, he comes as that, I'm a badass, I start fights, I represent rock, and we own the hard rock world. You know, he had Slash with the hat. You know, with his own sound. Now, the biggest tragedy they could have done was Metallica, and it was like, this is the greatest, and it was the greatest rock duo.
Two huge fucking bands.
Huge at the time.
The biggest bands at the time, right there.
Hands down,
Yep.
You have Metallica and Guns N' Roses. Here's what the problem was. They'd made Metallica go up first. Metallica goes up for an hour, hour and a half. And I'm going to go out on a limb and say this is pre-Black Album.
Wow.
This is...
I think you're right. Black Album was what, 92?
No.
91.
91?
90, 91.
90, 91.
All right, so maybe just
because
before.
I just moved to New York and I must have listened to it. I breathed it. Sad but true. Exit, lie. I may war. Holier than thou you are, you know not. I
Holy fuck.
So anyway, lived and breathed it. Now Metallica goes up pre-Black Album. They go out there with their jeans, shirts for an hour straight. And people go, what is this? Even if you didn't know what they were, you were going, what is this? Horseman intro a nearer. Come to take your life. I mean, boom, ding, boom, ding, boom, ding, ding, ding. Every chick was going, finally, something that's not so scary. Boom, that, boom, that, boom, ding, boom, ding, ding, boom, ding, ding, ding. Now, people like...
All pre-Black, by the way.
All
and we all know those riffs.
Pre-Black.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Searching sequences. People leave. They're exhausted. They can't believe. Now, here it comes with white leather, a long cigarette holder. Take me down to a paradise city. man. I'm not going out there for at least another hour. You tell them they'll have to wait for me. I'm Axl Rose, and we shall not go on to 11 o'clock at night. To wait for those Metallica people to leave. Even my own fans are turning against me. His ego was he was played.
He looked like an idiot.
He looked like an idiot.
In his own house.
In his own house, coming out.
Back then, probably more Guns N' Roses fans, obviously. Going
Absolutely.
To that show.
And they all went, wow, he just got exposed.
Right.
Just got exposed. You can't follow that with... How long can we listen to Ethel Merman before we realize this guy's just wearing nice clothes and he's got bad teeth? And that was the beginning of the end, and they never, ever, ever recovered from that tour. Wow. Ever. That was the end of Guns N' Roses as far as a band, a tour, as him as a star. He started losing his mind. He got fat. He lost off the fell. That was it. It was over.
Couldn't get along with the band anymore. It was done.
It was done. It was over.
Metallica just down and dirty, working hard.
The Clash. Yeah. It's like me as a Met fan. This is what some Yankee fans. I have one Yankee fan that tries to. He's like, no, root for the Mets this year. Root for the Mets this year. And, for up until about a week ago, I started getting a little emotionally involved. Like, oh, I love this Kid Newhouse. And, wow, they're 4 games over. That's what a Met fan is. We're 4 games over 500. We're 4 games over. This is exciting.
Just holding on to that as long as we can.
But until they're exposed by a real team that comes along and exposes all their flaws, that's when you realize, like, oh, yeah, they're really not. Guns N' Roses was a hot chick, but then it got Metallica exposed them, saying, no, you're surrounded by a bunch of ugly chicks. You're not just a hot chick. There's a lot of ugly chicks around here. We just stripped you down. I truly believe his ego was squashed, and they never recovered from that tour.
Yeah. A few people saying it was 92.
What was? The tour?
That tour.
92.
What do you got, Sam? Which would be the Black Album.
July through October of 92.
Oh, yeah, even with the Black Album, then you're out of your mind to tour with them.
And the Black Album was new. They're just promoting it.
They were just promoting it.
No one knew it yet.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
And Appetite came out in 85, 86-ish, somewhere around there, right?
Yikes.
So what album did Guns N' Roses have going on? Use Your Illusion?
Use Your Illusion 1 and 2.
1 and 2 at that point?
Yeah.
And the Black Album.
Well, that was an ego-driven fucking project, too. That double album.
Faith No More opened? That's what I'm hearing from Tom the Mechanic.
Yeah, Faith No More.
Faith No More
they wanted Nirvana to open, but Kurt wouldn't do it.
Why?
Because he's smart.
Because he's smart.
No,
he's smart. I don't want to follow.
Yeah.
Me as a comic, I know if there's a guy that's just, he's kicking, I'm not going to say... I'm just going to say, nah, man, I'm doing my own thing, which really, I know I can't follow this guy. This guy's going to beat the snot out. He's going to make my life difficult. He's going to murder. I can't do this. I can't do this.
Wow.
Yeah, but Guns N' Roses, I was surprised at the time they went with that double album shit, too.
No, they were getting late. If you put typical story.
You put the double album together, it would have made an amazing album.
Yes, it would have. But, that's the trials of life.
No one was doing double albums back then.
No.
Well,
there were 6 songs that were decent. 6 on the 2 of them. What'd you have? We don't need your Civil War. We don't need your Civil War. You had Axl yelling at some producer that nobody knows. Dude, I'll kick your ass. I'll put you in the ring. And I'm like, who's he yelling at? Who's he yelling at? His neighbor? A record producer? Who cares? What are you yelling at?
Guccioni's son or something like that?
I still don't even know. Who cares?
Yeah, that's funny. What about November Rain?
November Rain. It's a nice song when you're in the backyard or it's in the end of the night. Yeah, I loved Patience. All need is patience. I mean, they were.
I like Guns N' Roses, but I like.
I do too.
I like how you break that down. It's pretty funny, man.
They squash the ego. There's a great.
I'm trying to look at what's
There's a great documentary. If you ever seen Metallica's A Year and a Half in the Making, there's a moment on there that to me, I know this sounds ridiculous, but to me it defines so much. Now, as a fan, you look and you see Guns N' Roses. It's like Tom Cruise, freaking the ultimate mega star of stars / an Axl. Right? They're at a bar, and they're with maybe Kirk from Metallica and James. And Slash is wasted. And he's at the table, and I'm not sure if Axl was there, and you would think he would never say something like this to Slash. And Slash knocks over his beer. It's a very simple moment, but it defines so much because it's something like we would never do. And the beer spills over. James stands up, and he just gives this real disgusted look, and he's watching him, and he goes, "Well, wipe it up, dick." And that's great. I just watched that moment like,
wipe it up, dick.
That just shows like we don't care who you are.
Right.
Just get your act together. Clean your beer up, dick.
Yeah.
And it was just one of those.
Holy shit.
I don't care who you are here. I don't care who you're on stage. You coming to play, you coming to play. And it was, where any one of us were like, "Oh, don't worry."
Yeah.
Slash spilled his beer.
How cool is this? Guy's a rock star.
There's a beer, he put beer in me. And he's going, "Well, wipe it up, dick."
I gotta fucking see that.
Yeah, right on.
It's hilarious.
It's in A Year and a Half in the Making. It was, and there's also a moment on there where you could James, he's got a there's a poster of Winger.
Oh, shit.
And he's throwing darts at it. But he also gets the writer to Guns N' Roses. They were like in the wrong tent or whatever.
Oh, shit.
And they had the writer to Axl Rose writer. And
all the shit that Axl
demands.
In the,
and he
backstage.
reads it off on the documentary. And you're just
man.
like, wow. And it made you realize like they're never going to recover from this.
Stand them.
After what they realized,
fucking stand up.
I'm here to play music. You're here to drive a limo. Leather pants and kangaroo is what you want. I got my leather pants and my kangaroo, 'cause I'm so damn successful. Yeah. Hence the end of Guns N' Roses as we know it.
That was it.
So there's my
Jesus.
I love it.
take on the end of Guns.